Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Read the Bible with me, Stan Jr., and today we're looking at chapter 12 of the book of Genesis. Take a minute, click the subscribe button if you haven't already, as well, and pray about becoming a patron to help me support reading this book on video. Thank you in advance. Now, we're looking at chapter 12 of Genesis. It says, "Now the Lord said to Abram, go from your country and your kindred and your father's house to the land that I will show you. And I will make of you a great nation, and I will bless you and make your name great, so that you will be a blessing. I will bless those who bless you, and him who dishonors you I will curse. And in you all the families of the earth shall be blessed." Man, I mean, this is loaded. This first paragraph is so loaded because God's talking to Abram and says, go to a place that I will show you. So he hasn't shown him this place, but he wants him to get up and walk in a direction, or take his people, him and his wife and his nephew, in a direction that he hasn't shown him. And I think this is a point for Abraham because, I mean, it's like this man becomes a father of faith. And I think he's exemplifying faith right there, because it's more important for you to walk by faith than by sight. That's what God tells us to do. And this is why. If God would show us everything, he said, I'm going to do this, and then you got to go to the left, and then you got to meet this person, talk to this person, and when you do that, if that's what was happening, we wouldn't be walking by faith. We would not be trusting God. We'd be putting more trust in what has to happen. And so it's important that you walk by faith today. Don't look for everything and to be right and perfect, but just trust God and take a step of faith, knowing that he's going to be there when you take that step, knowing that he's going to be by your side, knowing that he's going to walk with you today. And it's going to be a productive and successful day because you trusted the Lord and walked with him. And you trusted and you walk by faith and not by sight. It's so important that we walk by faith and not by sight, so that we are not trusting in ourselves, trusting in signs, trusting in places, and trusting in people more than we're trusting in God. Walk by faith today, not by sight. All right, so verse 4 says, "So Abram went as the Lord told him, and Lot went with him. Abram was 75 years old when he departed from Haran, and Abram took Sarai his wife, and Lot his brother's son, and all their possessions that they had gathered, and the people that they had acquired in Haran, and they set out to go to the land of Canaan. When they came to the land of Canaan, Abram passed through the land to the place of Shechem, to the oak of Moreh, and that the time that the Canaanites were in the land. Then the Lord appeared to Abram and said, to your offspring I will give this land. So he built there an altar to the Lord who had appeared to him. From there he moved to the hill country, to the east of Bethel, and pitched his tent with Bethel on the west and Ai on the east. And there he built an altar to the Lord and called upon the name of the Lord. And Abram journeyed on, still going toward Negeb. Now there was a famine in the land, so Abram went down into Egypt to sojourn there, for the famine was severe in the land. When he was about to enter Egypt, he said to Sarai his wife, I know that you are a woman of beautiful in appearance, and when the Egyptians see you, they will say, this is his wife. Then they will kill me, and they will let you live, and they will let you live. So you say you are my sister, that it may go well with me because of you, and that my life may be spared for your sake. When Abram entered Egypt, the Egyptians saw that the woman was very beautiful. And when the princes of Pharaoh saw her, they praised her to Pharaoh. And the woman was taken into Pharaoh's house. And for her sake he dealt well with Abram. And he had sheep, oxen, male donkeys, male servants, female donkeys, and camels. But the Lord afflicted Pharaoh and his house with great plagues, because Sarai, Abram's wife, so Pharaoh called Abram and said, what is this you have done to me? Why did you not tell me that she was your wife? Why did you say that she is my sister, so that I took her for my wife? Now then, here is your wife. Take her, go. And Pharaoh gave men orders concerning him, and they sent him away with his wife and all that he had. Yeah. So you can be in faith, and then you can fall into fear. And when you fall into fear, you fall into protecting yourself. And sometimes when you want to protect yourself, you get selfish. And when you're selfish, you begin to lie. So it's more important. That's why the Bible tells us to walk by faith and not by sight. Doesn't matter what's in front of you. You've got a God standing behind you, and a God standing beside you, and a God standing in front of you. Doesn't matter what it is that you're facing. Don't look at what you're facing through your natural eyes. Look at it through faith, knowing who's on your side, that the creator of the universe is for you. He's fighting on your behalf. You can trust him. That's why we should walk by faith and not by what we see. We just read chapter 12 of Genesis. I just want to say, if you're enjoying this at all, please click that subscribe button. And even more so, if you're really getting a lot of value from me kind of reading and explaining the Bible, every chapter in the Bible to you, I just would ask that you would pray about being a $1 sustaining member. $1 a month. I would really appreciate it. And I really thank you for being that and for helping me. And so until I see you again, we'll be reading chapter 13 next time I see you, okay? God be with you, and I pray that his face shine upon you. Peace.